everyone, welcome back to Literally What. I hope everyone is having an amazing start to their weekend. I don't know what it is about a summer weekend, but I look forward to these weekends so much more than just a regular weekend. I think it's because we've been starting to grill out every Friday and Saturday night, and so it's kind of like just time we get together and just being outside. It's been really nice. It's been great weather here. I've been getting used to the heat. The one thing I'm not used to, the freaking random thunderstorms. It will thunder every afternoon for like 10 to 15 minutes. And it's like, okay, 10, 15 minutes is over. Great. But my dog, poor thing, she will hear the first sign of thunder and go run, hide off somewhere, and then won't come out for like 2 to 3 hours because she just can't handle it. And even though it doesn't last long, it's not even like it rains. It's just like a little bit of thunder and then we're good for the rest of the day and night. But she cannot handle it. So we've been trying to work with her whenever it does start thundering. I'll try to take her outside like a little bit later to kind of be like, it's okay. Like, it's just like a loud noise. But yeah, that's been really fun having a dog with major anxiety with thunder. And I'm also worse because like if it actually turns into a full-on thunderstorm, and I swear I don't know what it has against me, this thunder, but it will only thunderstorm when my husband is like at work, and I don't understand. He'll come home, even if he comes home early one day, he's off sometimes on like weekdays, and it won't rain, no thunder, nothing. And then the days that he's at work long or that he's just not at the house, it will literally be thundering so bad and then the power will go out, and then I'm just like trying to take care of me and then my dog, and I'm like, why can't this happen when he is here? I don't understand. But that's the only summer complaint. Other than that, summer has been so fun, and I'm excited because we're grilling out this weekend. We have some friends coming up, so you know, we gotta be fancy when we have people coming up. But anyway, Amazon Prime Day also happened yesterday and the day before, and oh my gosh, I am so proud of myself because something in my brain, the shopaholic in me, when I see something go on sale, even if I do not need it, I want to add it to my cart because I'm like, oh, it's never going to be this cheap again. Yes, it will. Number 2, Taylor, you literally will never use this in your life. You don't need this random like mopping device when you have a mop. It's just, I'll see it and my brain automatically wants me to add it to my cart. But I did so good. I bought only things that I use on like a daily basis that are way cheaper, like Mighty Patches, my razors, some like shower stuff, cleaning stuff, just things that I use on the daily and that I will buy anyway. I'm trying to think if I got anything just for me, you know, that I didn't really need. I don't think I did. I wanted to. There was a lot that I had in my cart, and I was looking at the total and was like, this cannot work. So Amazon Prime, you guys know what you're doing because you always do it to me, but I was so much better this year. And I remember Amazon Prime Day last year, my sister and I were living at the same house over the summer, and we had, I kid you not, I think it was 20 packages come one time. And the poor Amazon worker, he like pulled into our driveway and was just like unloading package after package. And we were like, thank you. And our mom came home and was like, oh my gosh. And that was a fun time. But that was back in my, you know, I'm more mature now. I'm married. I'm like, you know, I tell myself that, but I low-key just didn't want all these packages showing up and my husband being like, what is going on? So it was a successful Amazon Prime Day. Anyways, I think that's all I had to talk about. Grilling out, summer, thunderstorms. Oh, I have been watching, I don't know if any of you guys watch House of the Dragon. I am so bored with season 2, and I know it probably is just leading up to whatever is going to be happening, but I'm 4 episodes in. I'm halfway done. There's 4 episodes left, and I'm like, this is getting boring. I also did see a spoiler. I know Game of Thrones is after House of the Dragon, so House of the Dragon is basically a prequel to Game of Thrones, and I saw something say basically like House of the Dragon is showing how the house that it's focusing on, like, everyone dies in it, because I guess in Game of Thrones, like, none of the characters or dragons are there, and that just, like, made me really depressed. So I don't know. Now I'm like, what am I even watching it for if everyone dies? Like, I'm just gonna get my heart broken. Anyway, that's all I had to talk about before we get into all of our good stuff. So now it's gonna do some hot gossip, hot take, stories, and advice that are gonna have you saying, literally what? Okay, guys, I saw this come up on my Instagram and I did not know it was still a thing. Kids' Choice Awards. I remember when Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and all of that were a thing, it would be commercials of that, or, you know, the awards. And those are all the shows that I watch. And so I would love watching the Kids' Choice Awards, but I did not know that they were still a thing, especially with all the stuff that went down with like Dan Schneider and all of that. But they did have a 2024 Kids' Choice Awards. And the reason that I saw this is because the cast from Young Sheldon won some award. And I was like, number one, I didn't know they did Kids' Choice Awards. Number two, I didn't know that other shows could be nominated for that. I don't know if it was the actors themselves, but I believe it was the show that was nominated. So I don't know what is getting nominated and like what's going on. So we're going to look at some of the winners. Simone Biles won Female Sports Star. Song was What Was I Made For, which makes a lot of sense because that was in the Barbie movie. Taylor Swift won Global Music Star. Mr. Beast won Best Male Creator. So this is giving just like, okay, I think what I'm understanding is that kids vote, and it's not just kids that win these awards. And now I sound so dumb. This is something, you guys, and if you haven't learned this about me in the past 20-something episodes we've had on this podcast, I am very smart in certain aspects, and then in other aspects, I am just so oblivious to things. And that's just something you're gonna have to learn about me. I can talk your ear off about certain things that people might not know anything about, but then common sense things like this, you're like, what is going on, Taylor? This is literally common sense. Anyway. Oh, and Travis Kelce won Male Sports. So that makes sense. The kids are voting, and Travis and Taylor won. Cartoon was SpongeBob SquarePants. Ooh, female voice on an animation was Anna Kendrick from Trolls. That's actually really cute. This is fun. Like, I wish could I vote for this, even though I'm not a kid anymore. Male voice was Adam Sandler. Guts, I'm assuming, won Best Album. And then the male TV star was the guy from Young Sheldon. That's so cute. This is actually really cute. This would have been fun to watch. And I wonder who showed up, because I'm sure, I mean, I know that a lot of these people were probably not showing up at the Kids' Choice Awards. Margot Robbie won Movie Actress. Renee Rapp, Breakout Artist. Billie Eilish, Female Artist. Roblox won Best Video Game. This is actually like Ticket of the Year. Can you guess? The Eras Tour. Yep. Have I mentioned I'm going to Post Malone, guys? I've made that my whole entire personality. Like, I'm so excited. Well, this was actually really fun to look through, and I'm going to look through all of these when I'm done with this. Oh my gosh. Post Malone, Best Male Artist. Thank you. You guys know what the real ones are. That was so fun. Okay, well, there you go. If you watched them, then that was pointless because you definitely already saw who won. But if you didn't, there you go. And now I'm going to watch these next year because that's so cute. Okay, let's get into our next story that when I saw, you guys, I have been dying at this. And that is the national anthem that was sung. You guys, so the first time I saw this was obviously on TikTok, and what's funny is my husband and I were going to watch this game. What was it called? Like, I forget what, it was a baseball game, but we ended up not watching it, and we were going to watch it live. And if I saw this live, oh my gosh, there's something about watching it live that just makes it a million times better than seeing it the day after. But she basically sang the national anthem, and it sucked. Like, it was so bad. So when I saw this video, I assumed she was a young child, and I thought maybe she won a contest or something, because when I was originally listening, I was like, she just sounds not like a professional singer, and I thought she was just this young little girl who got this opportunity to sing the national anthem. And then I find out she is a singer, guys. Like, she has songs out. She was Grammy nominated, which makes no sense to me. And I was watching some videos of her, and like, she actually can sing. She's had concerts before, and I was just shocked. Like, I was in absolute shock when I heard this. And then, of course, you get all the memes about, well, now Fergie, you know, can breathe again. And now no one's going to be talking about her again. Everyone's going to be talking about Ingrid. So I went to her Instagram, and she is a country singer, and she does have songs out. Obviously, they are auto-tuned, but I did see some clips of her performing, and she does have a good voice. I mean, I don't think they would have had someone come sing the national anthem if they hadn't have heard her before. You know what I mean? So she could sing. Obviously, she failed when she sang the national anthem, and so everyone was wondering, like, what is going on. And she came out with a statement. Whoever her PR team is, y'all suck. And she basically said, not gonna BS y'all, I was drunk last night. I'm checking myself into a facility today to get the help I need. That was not me last night. And then she said something at the end, like, I've heard rehab's so much fun. Okay. This is just, it's weird to me because I feel like she would have had to have been so drunk, because if any of y'all have done drunk karaoke, let me tell you, I sound and all my friends sound a million times better, because I feel like you get more confidence and then you just sing, especially if you can carry a note. That's the issue I was having, is like, she wasn't even on tune for one singular note. And even if she was drunk, she would have been able to at least somewhat sound coherent or like somewhat hit the notes, but she must have been, yeah, really drunk. And looking back at the video, you can tell, like, she is swaying a lot, and maybe she was really nervous, and, you know, clearly she is struggling with that. And so I'm glad that she is getting the help she needs, whether that's her just kind of saying that, or if it was like she was trying to think of something to say. I don't know. But I do feel bad in a way, because you guys know, if you've woken up a night after drinking, and the anxiety can be really real sometimes, especially like back in the good old college days. But imagine waking up that next day, say she was like blacked out, and she wakes up and everyone is just like going after her, destroying her. Her literal career is singing. Like, how do you come back from that? I would be so embarrassed and never, ever show my face again. And apparently she did cancel a gig she was supposed to have in Nashville this week. It was supposed to be on Wednesday night, and not on her website anymore. There's no tickets, and it's just, it was a crazy thing to watch, but it is really funny. And now we have someone else. Fergie has now passed the crown down to this girl. But can I just say, like, if I was a baseball player and someone was singing like that, I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face. Like, the people who were keeping a straight face amazed me. There was one player, he was on the Phillies, I think, who was like kind of chuckling, and it's like, it's hard. Like, how can you expect something so funny happening and you not be able to laugh? You know? I don't know. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, let me see if this will play it and if you can hear. Like, it's so breathy, but she's not even hitting tune. Like, let me go to the end. That's what I'm saying. Like, if she was she would have had to have been blacked out, because even if you've had a few drinks, like, I feel like you can still sing, okay? Anyway, that was crazy to me. Hopefully she is getting the help she needs, and dang, I'm glad I didn't wake up being her, because that would have not been good. All right, let's go to our next story. A little bit more backlash. Woman's World came out with Katy Perry, and it was meant to be a comeback, but it caused controversy, as literally everything does in this day and age. But can I first say, Trisha Paytas is in this Women's World music video, and I am a Trisha Paytas stan. She is one of my favorite people in the whole entire world. I grew up watching her on YouTube, which probably shouldn't have been doing, but I still loved her, and she, you know, I feel like maybe part of the woman I am today. But she was in the music video, and it's just so funny, because if you guys are all in Trisha Paytas lore and like have been watching her and know a lot about her, she was in so much. Like, she was on Ellen, she was on America's Got Talent, she was in an episode of Modern Family. Like, she has been everywhere, and it's just so funny because she she's just, her life is so interesting to me. And so to see this clip of like the Katy Perry music video and Trisha, who just literally had her second baby, now she's in this music video, so freaking funny. So it came out called A Woman's World, and it's her first like music single that has really come out since I think 2021. And it was inspired by her experiences as a new mom, and that it was meant to celebrate the fact that women are unstoppable, which we are, okay? But, oh, sorry, I need to get my back. I sound like an 80-year-old man saying that. But basically, it's been getting a lot of backlash, especially the music video, because people were saying that it over-sexualized and objectified women, and then others were questioning her collaboration with the controversial music producer Dr. Luke. I don't know anything about Dr. Luke, so I don't know. But it's basically supposed to be just about like, it's a woman's world, you're lucky to be living in it. I don't know. I can see what she was trying to do, and I also see the criticism that came with it, and as really a lot of things come with criticism. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't listened to the full thing, and I don't know what was going on with Dr. Luke. Okay, so basically he was Kesha's longtime producer who allegedly drugged and sexualized her in 2005. Okay, that's not good. That is not good at all. He was not charged with any crime. Okay. Anyway, how did she respond? So she appeared to respond to the backlash from her latest single and Instagram video, and she said, "You can do anything, even satire." So now I guess she is saying it was a satire music video, and I don't know. I get the women's world thing that she was trying to do, but I guess if it was getting a lot of backlash, she's probably now backtracking and saying like it was satire. I don't know. I will say, like, I would not want to, as, like, if I was a celebrity, I would have my PR team stacked. Like, if I put anything out, I would just be ready for any kind of, like, cancellation or, like, anything like that, and be able to push it out really quickly, because people are reckless and people are really, really quick with it, and I feel like it snowballs, too, and then, like, if the majority of people are hating on something, then everyone is just going to kind of jump onto that because it's easier to. It's just hard. I don't know. I just like that Trisha was in it, and like I love Katy Perry, so I don't know. All right, our next story is about Selena Gomez and her boyfriend, and they're still going pretty strong. They came out with a TikTok video, and it was basically that sound. And if you are dating someone, you've probably done this or have been forced to do this trend. It's basically like, who said I love you first, who spends most money, who plans the dates, blah, blah, blah. And on the who said I love you first, Selena pointed to herself, which I think is interesting. I don't know. Maybe, like, just because in my head, like, I always waited for, like, the guy, you know, for them to say it first. But it was cute to see that she said it first. So the thing was actually really, really cute. And so they started dating in December? So it's been like a 7-month relationship so far. And she's clearly they're clearly very in love with each other. And I don't know why this page wants to not load for me, but they're basically just continuing to prove that they're still going strong and in love with each other and all of that. I will say, like, they're growing on me. I talked about this before when they first started dating. Like, people, I feel like their personality is really what it comes down to. And, like, obviously I think it's much more important to be with someone with a better personality than just, like, looks. And I think that he treats her really, really well. And, I mean, they're still going really strong and, like, doing cute videos like this. So I'm happy for them. And I hope it lasts, and like if it doesn't, then it's not like a messy breakup, because that's always the worst. Okay, our next story, which I'm so excited about one of my favorite shows that brings me back to summer, and that song Stranger Things season 5, our first look at the final season. There's something about that song from Stranger Things that just the nostalgia, and I will always say, like, smells and like music can bring back feelings and like nostalgia like nothing else. Like even pictures I feel like don't do justice to that. And whenever I smell like a perfume that like I wore in high school, it's like everything comes back. Or whenever I hear a sound from something, it's like, oh my gosh. So, but I want to find it because I just want to feel something right now, you know? Yep. Oh my gosh, I got chills, you guys. Chills. I need to rewatch it now. Um, anyway, season 5 is the last season. I'm actually like really, really sad, but I'm excited for it. And I was watching an interview with the cast, and they were saying that the episodes are like so much is happening in each one, and they're really long, and it's basically like they just did like movies. Like each episode is a movie, so they made like however, I forget how many episodes it is, but say it's like 8, they were like, we did like 8 movies, really, because it's just like that big of a production. I am just, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Even though there's nothing that will be like that first season of watching Stranger Things. Nothing will ever compare. But they've been filming for the majority of 2024, and basically you don't really see anything in the little trailer, but apparently there are some blink and you'll miss some moments, and I feel like that's how the whole show is going to be, of just like so much is going on all at once. And I feel like everything they do is always so intentional, and like I never want to blink or be having my phone on me when I'm watching Stranger Things, because I'm like, I'm gonna miss something. And just like even everything around, like the production and like the props and the makeup and the costumes and just everything is just like so amazing and fun to look at. Apparently there are not any shots of Millie Bobby Brown with any of the other cast, but apparently the show has spanned 10 years of her life. There's several shots that are of the Upside Down. Okay, I need to go back and watch because I genuinely like don't remember how it ended season 4. That's why like I love when a new season comes out, but it's hard for me because I can never remember what's going on, so I always have to go on YouTube and watch like recaps of things and be like, okay, what happened? Because my brain, like, I have the worst short-term memory ever. But anyway, I'm excited for it. And when does it come out? That's the most important question. It's not telling me. 2025. Okay. That doesn't help me though, but I am excited for it and I cannot wait. Alrighty, let's get into our next story, which is about one of my favorite places in the world, Costco. They are selling emergency food buckets that are able to last up to 25 years. So I think this is really, really cool. It would obviously scare me like buying it, because then I'm like, why would I need to use this kind of thing, you know? But basically everyone's like, well, if you're worried about an alien invasion, here's like a bucket of dried up pasta and stuff that'll last up to 25 years. But it basically has just a variety of freeze dried and dehydrated meals. I think it comes with 80 entrees, so 30 breakfasts. Oh, this is a lot of stuff. So 80 entrees and sides, 30 breakfasts, and 40 drinks with a calorie count of just over $25,000. All the meals are prepared by simply adding water. So here's some of the things you're going to get in this little bucket. Pasta Alfredo, macaroni, teriyaki rice, creamy pasta and vegetables, tomato, basil soup, crunchy granola, apple cinnamon cereal, white rice, vanilla pudding, and an orange drink. All right, that sounds interesting. It kind of reminds me of, I've always wanted to try the freeze-dried ice cream that like astronauts eat, and like all those freeze-dried candies, because I think those would be so good. I've had freeze-dried Skittles, but I want to try like more because they're like so fun to chew on. But I think this would be kind of interesting. Like say like all the power goes out and like your tires got slashed and you can't go anywhere, and then you have a bucket of food there, you know? I don't want to think about the actual times you need to use this, but they're currently selling for $80 at Costco. Someone reviewed it and said, bucket seems nice. After the apocalypse, I'll post an updated review on taste. No, imagine someone's like on TikTok posting, all right, here's one meal from my Costco thing that we'll review together. But, you know, I think it's important just to have in case, I guess. I don't know. But speaking of Costco, I need to talk about the fact that, have you guys seen those skeletons at Costco? Basically, it's this huge skeleton that I am assuming you just put in your yard, and it's meant to look like it's crawling out of your grass. And it is ginormous. I think it's $250. I want one so bad. And the closest Costco to us is like 45 minutes. And I literally called my husband and I said, okay, next month we are going to get Costco memberships, and I'm going to start going there to get, like, you know, some bulk items that we need, but also I really want to get the skeleton. So we'll see. It just, like, something about Costco and their decorations. I love going during Christmas time. They just have, like, the best decorations, but I have never seen something like that. And normally when you see big decorations, it's a blow up. But the fact that, oh my gosh, it just, I need it. So if you've seen it, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go look at it, because it made me literally want to get a Costco membership card. And I just love Costco in general because it has everything you need. And I'll always think of the Modern Episode family, where Cam is going to Costco and Mitchell's like, what is this? Like, blah, blah, why do we need to go here? And then he finds, like, tires. He finds the baby diapers, and he's like, oh my gosh, you can also get a coffin here. You can literally shop here from birth until your death. Anyway, it's a good episode, but and then he's like, he calls up his sister and he's like, do you like olives? And he has, like, the 2 big things of olives. And it's so true, because Costco is so amazing. I love you, Costco. And I'll see you soon, because I'm coming for that skeleton. So look out for me. Okay, next story is something else that is so exciting. Oh my gosh, Vera Bradley is doing a total rebrand. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I don't follow Vera Bradley, and I saw this and was, like, so intrigued by it. So basically they deleted all of their Instagram posts and all of that, and they did an entirely new look. They have a new logo. So it says, beloved functional accessory brand of Vera Bradley has unveiled a full transformation of its brand logo, product line, in-store experience, and digital presence. So they basically reassured the customers that the biggest product change is the fabrications with a handful of new silhouettes. So I guess they're just trying to say, like, the material's the same, like, all that's going to be the same, but it's just kind of like the overall look of Vera Bradley. And it also said it's going to be enhancing some of its best-selling styles. And the spokesperson is none other than Jessica Day. I know that's not her name, but I refer to her as Jess. I have New Girl playing downstairs, so it's only fitting that I will call her. But no, Zoe is the new campaigner girl for them, and I am obsessed. So she said, I love what Vera Bradley stands for, uplifting women, helping them express themselves, and plus all the patterns and colors make the brand fun to wear. So let me just say, like, growing up, Vera Bradley, obviously, and I had so much Vera Bradley stuff. I had a Vera Bradley backpack, lunchbox, pencil pouch, duffel bag, like, you name it, I had it of Vera Bradley. Java Blue is my pattern. Let me know what your pattern was, girls. That was my favorite. And let me just say, I still have Vera Bradley stuff to this day, and there will never be another brand that compares to Vera Bradley and how long and how durable the products are. I still have Vera Bradley blankets. I literally still have my Vera Bradley backpack, duffel bag, tote bag that I've had since literal middle school, and nothing is torn, broken, nothing like that. Actually, I think I have one. Maybe it's not in here. I was going to grab it for you guys, but I still have all that stuff. And I sleep with a Vera Bradley blanket. So honestly, I'm excited, and I might have to snag something from them, because that's, like, the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life, honestly. Vera Bradley, if you know, you know. Like, that stuff is durable, and it's cute. So, yay, exciting. Okay, our last story is just a little bit about the Emmys and Dancing with the Stars. So Dancing with the Stars, they were nominated for 5 different Emmys. They were nominated for Outstanding Technical Direction and Camera Work, Outstanding Makeup, Outstanding Lighting Design and Direction, Outstanding Hairstyling. And I just had to talk about it because Dancing with the Stars will be coming back, and we are getting cast announcements on, I think, next month in August, which I have never, ever, ever been more excited about something. That was like when I started the podcast, and that was what I talked about every week, Dancing with the Stars. And it's one of my favorite shows. I'm so intrigued to see who they bring, what celebrities come on. And I hope there's a lot that I know. I don't even know if there's rumors or anything, because I know they keep it really under wraps. But I just want to know. Like, I'm so excited. Okay, let's see who's rumored. We're going to talk about this really quick and see who's rumored and who we think. Okay. First on this list is David and Victoria Beckham. I don't see this happening. The only reason that is a rumor is, I guess, Derek Huff posted a video and was like, oh, are we going to see them on Dancing with the Stars? I don't think they're coming at all. Okay, Gary Turner from The Golden Bachelor. I can 1000% see this happening, and I know that they probably are trying to get him to go on. Or Teresa. I can see either of them, and it would honestly be good for ratings, because, you know, when it's people that have been on a reality show recently, it's always good to get some of them on to draw in a little bit of a bigger crowd. Obviously, I don't think he would go far at all, so I want someone that, like, would actually go far in the process so I can root for it. And then they're saying Joan from, who's now the Golden Bachelorette. I don't know, we'll see. Jason Kelsey. I don't know, maybe. Tom Sandoval. You guys, I swear, if Tom Sandoval goes on Dancing with the Stars this season after Ariana did, can we also, and I was going to make this a story, but I didn't want to talk about it because I knew it would piss me off, but Tom Sandoval literally suing Ariana because he's the one that cheated on her. And apparently he took it back and blamed his lawyer, but honestly, dude, he is like just the scum of the earth. I hate this man. Please do not come on. Kelly Ripa. That would be kind of cute. Love that. Gypsy Rose. I don't think so, especially because she's pregnant right now, so I don't think that would happen. There's no one on here that's really sticking out to me. I'm trying to think of like who I would want to see, and I would honestly have to think about that. I kind of want someone from Love Island. That would be kind of fun, but that's like, I don't know if they would do that. They might now, though, because Love Island is getting so much, like, I feel like everyone's watching it and talking about it. It's so good, and we'll do the recap here in a minute. But I don't know who I would want on Dancing with the Stars. I'm going to have to circle back on the next episode and talk about it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So that was the last story, and now we're going to get into Love Island recap. And you guys, we only have one more week of Love Island. Like, I think tonight is the night where they are kicking out some couples, and they're going to get down to the top 4 couples. I'm really nervous, but we have to talk about it because it's all I can think about. It is actually all I can think about. So I forget what I talked about. It's hard, like, watching Love Island recapping it because I only post, like, once a week. And it always turns out to be, like, 10 days. But there's an episode every single night of Love Island, so it's so hard for me to keep up because it's, like, I want to talk about something, but then it doesn't even matter because, like, it's so, like, the people will be gone or something. And it's, like, okay. All right, so I'm trying to think where we left off. Kane from Casa Amor, he obviously went home. He has been killing it on TikTok. Like, he is so funny. Like, right when he left, he started going live and, like, giving out all this tea, and everyone's like, you were literally gonna get sued because you were saying way, way, way too much. But I was on his TikTok, and he'll answer, like, all these questions, and it's so, so funny. His sense of humor is hilarious, and it makes me think, like, they definitely don't show, like, everything they can because they didn't show his personality at all. And obviously, I think he caused a lot of issues for producers, and that's why they kicked him off. But he's really funny. And just, like, the questions he was answering, like, it was so, so, so funny. One thing that was interesting is he was saying, like, they do not sleep. Like, they'll go to bed at, like, 4 a.m., up at 8, and they don't ever know what time it is, but they just kind of, like, know they're not getting a lot of sleep, which I thought was really interesting. And I honestly don't think I could ever do that. He said that there's, like, one bathroom for the girls and guys, and you sometimes have to like, ask for permission to go, because if they're filming something and you just, like, leave, then they'll be like, hey, like, we needed you, don't do that kind of thing. Another thing that I thought about, like, while I was watching Love Island and, like, watching him on live is that these are like real people. And when he was saying like they don't know what time it is, like they don't really know like what's going on, they don't know, number one, how popular they are right now and like how much everyone's talking about them, but number two, they're gonna come out into the real world and get like bombarded with all of this stuff. And like imagine if you're someone who's like hated on, or like it seems like a lot. And so it was just, I was thinking about that. And like I think Ariana said that there's like therapists there with them, and when they like leave the show, like they're there as well, because I can't imagine like being on for 6 weeks and then coming back and being like, you come back like a famous person, really. So it just like made me think about it. But Aaron and Rob, I can't with them. Like they are so in love with each other. And even when they met the families, Aaron literally, of course, told his mom about Rob. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I'm saying a lot. I'm just, whenever I'm thinking, I say and it's a bad habit. I remember I took a public speaking class, and that was like the one thing she would always tell me is like, stop saying I'm trying. But so the last episode I watched is they were meeting all of the families. I wish Kayla's mom went in harder, because she basically made a Facebook comment saying like, you know, I think that they're great and they're together, but when she comes out and she sees everything that went down in Casa, like I think it's definitely going to be a friendship, and she's not going to be able to continue with him. And trying to kind of, she's basically trying to say like she's not as weak, Kayla's not as weak as, you know, she looks on TV, I think is what she was trying to say in a nice way, because he is walking all over her, like 100%. Cassie came in. I don't like Cassie as much as I did last season. If you watch last season, she was runner-up on Love Island, and she was so funny last season, which is why I think they brought her back in. But she's just not, I think we're just too far in. Rob, I think, just wants to go home at this point. Like, it was funny, though, when they did the game, and they were talking about, like, Kayla was the biggest complainer, and then Kayla said something to Rob, and Rob was like, is that Kayla complaining? And, like, he's been a little bit better, but I think he's just so ready to go home. So that was kind of funny. But Serena and Cordell, they're cute. Like, I like them. I think they're going to end up winning just because Odell, when they were talking with him, I think everyone's like, oh my gosh, your brother, have you seen him? Like, I think they're going to push and they're going to get a lot of votes. So I feel like they'll end up winning. I don't know. I don't want them to. If it was up to me, I want Janae and Kenny, even though they don't really get a lot of screen time. I don't know why, because I love them so much. But I don't know if they'll win. But I love them. Leah and Miguel, like, Leah's my favorite. Like, I love her so much. Who else? Nicole and Kendall. I'm sorry. I just, like, he gives me the ick. Like, they're so playing to win. It's not even funny anymore. And I feel like if they get out to the outside world, it's not going to last. And maybe I could be proven wrong. Maybe. But I get a weird feeling with both of them. I think they're both kind of using each other. I don't know. Also, Rob and Cassie, you guys. Night 2, seriously. They're just kind of there, I feel like, for vacation at this point. They're just, like, there for the ride for the last week. I'm trying to think. I know I always miss, like, one couple when I'm talking about people. I'm trying to think. I wish I had the app on me. Serena and Cordell. Janae and Kenny. Leah and Miguel. Nicole and Kendall. Rob and Cassie. I'm missing one, though, are I not? Am I not? I can see if there is another couple. I know all of you guys are literally yelling at me. I'll figure this out. Love Island. Oh my gosh, Kayla and Aaron. I knew it. I can't stand them. I hope they go home. Like, literally, I'm just over them, and I'm over her crying. It was so funny when Kayla was talking to her parents, and her brother was like, you need to stop crying. Like, seriously. I'm like, yeah, you do need to stop crying, because it's ridiculous. But if it was up to me, Aaron and Kayla would go home. I feel like Rob and Cassie are going to go home just because they're the newest one, and, like, they're kind of pointless. So I think it's going to be Nicole and Kendall, Serena and Cordell, Janae and Kenny, Leah and Miguel, who will get top 4. If not, then Aaron and Kayla will stay, and I guess Janae, and I don't know, because I feel like people love them, but they just don't get a lot of screen time. So, like, I can't tell. I'm actually, like, so nervous to watch. And I think by the time I put this podcast up, it's going to be the next day, so I'll know. So, future Taylor, I hope Janae and Kenny are there and Aaron and Taylor went home. Please. Anyway, I guess by the time I do my next podcast episode, it might be over. I'll try to do one earlier if I can before the finale, but we'll see. And yeah, I guess that's everything I had to talk about this week. Wow. It's just so crazy how fast time flies by. Now we're almost in August. Love Island's almost over. We're about to get the Dancing with the Stars cast. Crazy world. Halloween decorations are out. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but thank you all so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Even if it was like literally 3 of you who watched this, like I will continue to do this all the time for the rest of my life. Maybe not the rest of my life, but it's just so fun. Make sure that you are following the Instagram. I also post to YouTube every single time I have an episode, so go subscribe to the YouTube. If you listen to this on Spotify or Apple, then give us a 5-star review. And yeah, I hope everyone has an amazing rest of their weekend, that you get out and get some sun, but put some sunscreen on if you do that. And yeah, I will see you guys next time for some more hot gossip, hot take, stories, and advice that will have you saying literally what. Bye, guys.